So good morning, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Land's Life Lessons. So guys, if you're with me on this Monday, happy Monday, everyone. So guys, on today, which is Monday, I do Mental Health Mondays. So today, guys, I wanted to come in and just speak a little bit about what's going on in our community lately. So guys, a lot of things are happening in our community lately, and one of the major ones I have really been noticing as I talk to my friends and hear in the media and everything is that a lot of Black men are starting to take their lives. So in the past month, or in the last 2 months, a friend of mine, two of her friends' sons committed suicide. So guys, want to come in and let you guys know, I am not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm none of that. I'm just a young lady coming in to talk about mental health. And I think that is so very, very important that we discuss things about mental health, because me as a mother of two sons and thinking about what's going on in our community, and also having a son that has dealt with anxiety, depression, and just emotional issues also, I just want to make us aware that there are places we can go to get the necessary help that we need to be able to take care of ourselves and to help ourselves grow better. Now, in our community, we really don't like to do counseling or anything like that. We would do the prayer piece, which nothing is wrong with that, and we'll do the other piece. Well, this is doesn't happen to strong people, or we'll go on to say that this is not something that happens in our community. But I think that we need to be more aware of what's happening in our community so that we can address some of the things that are going on in the brown community concerning suicide. And I just picked up a few notes off of the internet and checked out some things, and I was really alarmed knowing that there is so much going on with the suicide piece, and that a lot of the young people are having mental health issues at a very young age. So just like I told you, one of my sons was having a lot of the emotional issues, and they have a different perspective on how to deal with the mental health piece. So me being the mother I am, I'm going to always research, and I will always tell my son to seek help if he's not okay. And even if it's meds, you have to get the meds from a psychiatrist, or you have to go to a psychiatrist for them to analyze you or check you out, or a psychiatrist. Like I said, guys, disclaimer, I am not a doctor or anything. I just want to discuss and put out the piece where we are having a lot of brown people that are committing suicide, and a lot of the brown people that are committing suicide are men. So I had this I took down and want to go ahead and read to you. It says the suicide rate has increased dramatically among the African Americans, which we know that is really happening too. And in our community, we know that anything that is perceived as mental is related in our community is non-existent in the Black community, which means we don't want to take responsibility. We feel weak. If you have an issue with your mind or mental health in our community, it's saying that it's like trying to say that you're weak. But it's not that you're weak. It's just we need to know how to set the necessary tools in place so that we can get the help that we need, so that we can survive, and so that we can be able to make proper decisions concerning our children. And I wanted to reach out to mothers who have young men in their lives, making sure that you are checking on, and I mean, not just the men in your lives, but checking on your children and checking on someone else that may have some issues that are going on in their life, that they're not capable of being able to understand what's happening. So that's why I say we have to check up on everyone, that we know, not just with the mental issue, but we got to start being our brother and sister's keeper, because we need to know what's happening, because a lot of times people won't discuss what's happening with them with the mental health piece. But if you have someone that's actually telling you they're having issues, make sure you're letting them know they may need to seek help, because everything isn't a quick fix, and yes, you may have some mental issues, but that's not saying that something is mentally wrong with you. Just need the necessary tools to help you to be able to survive. And this is another thing I took down too, which made, as I was reading, I was like, wow, this is an important topic we need to keep talking about. It says over the decade, the suicide rate in the U.S. have increased dramatically among racial and ethnic minorities and Black Americans. The highest rate of death age is between the age of 25 and 34 years. And then another thing I read that was on the internet was the rate of young men or younger people having the mental issues is between 19 and like 26. So as I know, with dealing with my nephew, she came on and did a short video about mental health on my platform. He talked to me recently about mental health with young children. And so we discussed that part, and I was like, check this out. Why don't you, because you know what you're going through, you went to therapy to get help at a young age. You can reach out to our younger people and talk to them about the mental health piece, because a lot of times our children are in school, they're having some issues, and right after the pandemic, by being in the house so much, a lot of them, didn't know how to deal with that part of being in the house all the time, if they were able to go to school and things of that nature. So guys, make sure you are checking in on your children and talking to them about the issue of mental health. It's very important that we discuss that with them. Are you anxious? Are you having some emotional issues? Are you being bullied? Because that affects them too. They're being bullied or treated, in a different type of way. And sometimes our children won't tell us what's going on. So we have to kind of be a little detective and talk to them and discuss things that are happening in the world with our children. That's very important. And also with our adult children, we need to make sure that they have the necessary tools they need. Because my son, I thank God, he came to me and he talked to me and he was like, Mom, I'm having an issue. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me and what's going on, with the mental health, the anxiousness and the nervousness and anxiety. Because my son's biggest piece was the anxiety part. He gets anxiety, and he gets anxiety real bad, and he gets anxious. And so you have to and I kept telling him, I said, son, you have to get the necessary tools. You may not want to take meds if you don't, but there are other ways that you can get help with taking care of that piece. So if you need to see a psychiatrist, see a psychiatrist. If you need to see a therapist, there are so many different ways you can get help for you so that you can take care of it. And that way you don't get so far out to have more issues. And that's what I wanted to come on today and talk about. I'm going to be doing more pieces about the mental health issue, and that among the mental health issue among brown people, where we don't want to get the help we need. And also, I was reading that suicide is preventable. It's a public health problem, and it's time we start being proactive and addressing. And that's the biggest thing. We as a people, sometimes we don't want to address the situation, but we need to go ahead, address the situation, discuss what's going on, and try to get the necessary help and tools that we need so that we can get this done. If you need, help, there are, you can go online and Google, and you can get in contact with the doctor. Or if you have a primary care physician, which most of us already have a primary care physician, you can go to your primary care physician, or you can call them and they will put you in contact with a doctor or psychiatrist or psychologist that can help you. But by all means, if you're having any type of issues, make sure you're getting the necessary tools that can help you get better. And then also, if you had any type of trauma in your life, you most definitely need to get help. And there's nothing wrong with getting help, because like I always say, guys, self-care is the best care. In order that I can be the best that I am, I have to be able to take care of me by getting the necessary tools to help me to be a better me. So guys, I just want you to think about this. And if you know anyone, make sure we're looking around and trying to help our young people to navigate to where they need to be to get the necessary tools to help them. So guys, I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers for subscribing to the channel, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. All my new subscribers, thanks, guys. God bless you. Mega love to all my subscribers, guys. Please continue to keep me in prayer as I keep you in prayer. And guys, just keep the mental health piece in your, keep the mental health piece on your mind, because you're going to see someone, you're going to meet someone, you're going to know someone that has something going on, and you might be that very one to be able to help them before they do something to hurt themselves. So guys, I want you to have a blessed Monday. Enjoy, and just take time out for your mental health. That's very important. And you guys have a blessed day, and thanks for coming to my channel. Bye-bye, guys.